Well, welcome back to Deer Valley Homestead. My name's Andy, and this week we have a million jobs to do. We are finishing the new goat, chicken, pheasant, something area. I haven't actually told you what it's for yet, but last Sunday we went to the animal show in Nitra and we got these little guys. I say little, they are growing fast. Hey guys! Come to think of it, last week we also upgraded our breeding area, so we can now open the top, or open the top and the top. Oh, it's heavy. To get better access. There's nothing in there yet. I swear they've doubled in size already. So they are Landerska geese. They'll be here for the next few months. They've already doubled in size, it's crazy. Our chickens, or new chickens, have moved across here. And in the next week or two, the rest of them will be moving up to the house with the other ladies. We'll introduce them slowly and make sure that they don't get bullied or something like that. The ducks are a little bit crazy at the moment. The two ladies have started sitting on a nest. However, there is only one nest and there is two ladies. Hey boys. So one of them is really just wasting her time, but let's see if we can have a look. Hello, Mama. So there's the one that's doing something, and the other one is in there as well. Don't worry, we're not going to do anything to you. So she's in there sitting on some eggs. The garden is, we're close to ready. I've got one more set of rotivation to do to get the rest of this muck and compost in. And once that's turned over, we can start to plant some seeds. Our last frost date is actually still 3 or 4 days away, but I've looked at the weather forecast and we are looking good for the next 2 weeks. So we're going to risk it and we're going to start planting as soon as I get the rotivation finished. Of course, that may or may not be this week. We shall see. Today the boys have got to turn out. What's up, Mr. Brown? How you doing? So he's got a day out. He's decided to do some hole digging. Not too bad. Yesterday it was Oreo's turn, and Oreo made, where is it? This hole. Took me 3 spades to fill it. It was about 1 foot deep. She did pretty well. It's a good effort for one day. And in here we have Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray is also enjoying a day in the sun. And he's a little bit more. Mr. Gray gets very upset anytime I go and see him because he thinks he's going to get taken out and put back in his normal cage. Last week I left you on a bit of a cliffhanger. We finished the chicken house and we needed to know whether the chickens were actually going to lay any eggs inside. And the answer is, it is working pretty well. I've got 2 chickens who still refuse to lay eggs in here, but the rest of them, in fact we might have got all of them today. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we've got most of them laying the eggs in here. And the nice thing is they just come through and they're just perfectly clean. Of course the sawdust sticks to them a little bit. We're going to try hay next. So we'll see, that might make a bit of a difference. So you saw we had 10 eggs on the other side, and there are still each day 2 or 3 ladies who have decided that this corner here is where they would really like to lay their eggs. I'm not sure why. Oh, look at that one. So 12 eggs today, that's not bad. 14 chickens, 14 ladies, 16 chickens. Sometimes there's one outside as well, but I don't think that's happening today. Chickens are funny. Anything you do, they need to inspect. Okay, you guys staying in there now, huh? Of course, I still need to paint the window, but you know, can't get it all done in one day. Wow, okay, we're actually getting to our real job today, I promise. So, over the last few weeks, we have been talking, and we keep talking about the new pheasant area, and the new paddock, and the new this, and the new that. Relax, buddy, relax. Hey pheasants, how are you guys today? They have eggs everywhere. I've stopped collecting them in the hope they might put them into a nest. One of the ladies is sitting on a nest. If you see her in the corner there, she's got a nest of about, I think 6 eggs yesterday, so maybe 7 today. She seems to be sitting on them. This other lady down here is also sitting, but that is not her nest. Her nest is to the left, so she might just be relaxing in the sun. And of course the guineas are in the garden making dust baths, etc, etc. I'm hoping that it's going to dry out a lot, and tomorrow maybe I can get in and rotivate. Alright, sorry, distractions. All the time, distractions. That is all I deal with. Distractions, of course. It's my own distractions, so. And we'll show you what's going on today. It's been a good day. I left early this morning and I went to my fencing supply shop and got the new roll of fence that I needed. And that is this roll here. It's actually already attached in a lot of places, but this is the bit that's been done this morning. And then we're going to continue on down this bit now, and we're going to show you that. So this area here is actually going to be the new pheasant area. We have 2 of these old greenhouses. I appreciate it looks like 3, but they're all in pieces and parts everywhere. But we're going to have one here, one at the end and down with a front, and then of course we'll make it secure for the pheasants to live inside. And that's going to be the new pheasant area. The chickens who are living next door are then going to have a gate in the fence, and they're going to be allowed out around the inside of here as well, provided that they don't start jumping through the forest wire, because I think a chicken maybe could get itself through there if it realized it could, and if it decided it wanted to. The rest of the new fence is actually already in. My dad came out last week for 8 days, 9 days. He helped me out a whole bunch, and we installed, amongst other things, all of this fencing. I still need to cut the tops and do a few small things, but sometimes I leave them on there for a little while just until I decide exactly what I want to do with them. We have a little gateway down the bottom here, and then yeah, the land is very uneven as you can see, but that's the general idea. We've got a few adjustments to do, a few bits and pieces, but this is the next paddock. Guineas always know when something is happening, and in this case I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a helicopter coming in somewhere. I can't even see it yet. I can just start to hear it now. Anything like that will set them off. I've mentioned it before, but a gust of wind, someone walking a dog within half a mile, sometimes even the motorbikes going down the trail, anything. Stay. Okay, this one really doesn't need much attention because I'm going to run the next set of fence out, and then we'll attach it to the other end. We'll see you there. On the final piece of fence, I've just got it ready to stretch out. So all I have done is laid the fence out roughly where it needs to be, put 2 pieces of wood on, screwed them together, attached that, to my block, and then to the tractor, which surprisingly sits there really well, even with that pulling on it. I was pretty surprised. I thought we'd probably just pull it and it would move out the way, but it's been enough to tension all of the fences, just that little grass cutter. So this may look like a little bit of a crazy way of doing it, but it works for me. All I'm doing is attaching the wire with the highest tension and then cutting it, and then I just work along doing the next one, and that way I find out that I get great tension all the way along the fence. It's not what that's for, but sometimes it works. All right, so that's it. That's how I stretch a bit of fence and put it on. Is it right? Is it wrong? You can decide. But I've got one more very small piece to do here, and then I'm done with this fence for now. Got some gates to build, fun things to do, pheasant houses to build. I wasn't planning on showing you the rabbits today, however, this lady here, can you see what she's up to? What are you up to, Mama's favourite? She is hardcore nest building. Look at this. What are you up to, huh? Now, she's not due to give birth for at least another week, so I'm not sure why she started so early, but looks like I need to check the calendar. Thank you very much for watching. We hope to catch you next week. We will be either building a pheasant house, planting a garden, or doing something else completely unrelated.